Hey, welcome back. In this video we will be doing a partial defoliation of maple. The idea of a partial defoliation is to redistribute energy and allow light into the interior. Now, um, in this partial defoliation we will take advantage of branch ramification that already is present. So for example, in this one here we have one branch already, and we will cut to the first internode. None of the extremities that were growing remain, but if it still is too dense, we can still come and hold a leaf in this way and cut it. So now we decrease the surface area of a leaf, and with that we are able to redistribute energy. But the first step is to just shorten all the branches, ideally if possible to their first ramification point. And the time of the year to do this is basically now. We are in the first weekend of June. This tree had enough time to grow and become again in an energy positive state. Now this is a partial defoliation. All that it will do is redistribute the energy. It is unlikely to produce new ramification. For the goal of producing new ramification, it is much more useful, but also not entirely sure of the result, to do a full defoliation. But for a full defoliation you have to plan ahead, in that the tree has to be very strongly fertilized in the fall and the spring. This tree was mildly fertilized last fall and not fertilized at all this spring, and so it would not be wise, it would be a gambling to do a full defoliation on it. So I will keep working on the partial defoliation only of the extremities to go back to the first or second node, depending on the strength of the branch, and then we will decide if we need to either shorten the size of a leaf by cutting the fingers of each leaf, or remove an entire leaf, always leaving the petiole, the point of attachment with the tree intact, so that we don't harm the point of connection with the branch where there is a potentially a bud, a latent bud that can emerge and create ramification. Now that we finished the first step in the partial defoliation, which was to remove the extensions, the next step is to continue balancing the strength. This area here on this side of the tree is a little less dense than this area here, so I will start removing every second leaf in a pair, or remove the fingers when I leave both. So here is the one that I showed earlier, how to cut the fingers in the maple. The second one in its pair is here. I will come with my fingers from underneath, fold it, and that's it. So this is the result. We removed about 40 to 50% of the foliage. The density of foliage is more or less equalized between the left and the right side, which was an issue before. And like I mentioned earlier, this is not going to produce new ramification. It may, but the most important thing is to distribute the energy. I hope you learned something from this little video, and until the next one, bye bye for now.